2 साल पहले मैंने ये सपना बनाया कि मुझे एवरेस्ट पे जाना है। 21 मई 2013 को जब एवरेस्ट की चोटी पे हम थे, अपने देश का तिरंगा लगाया, अपना तिरंगा वहां लगाया, तो उस समय जो खुशी थी मेरे अंदर, वो खुशी को शब्दों में बयां कर पाना मेरे लिए बहुत मुश्किल है।
Her triumph is not easily expressed in words. Her achievement is a show of indomitable spirit and tenacity. The entire world took notice as she hoisted the Indian tricolour on the top of the world, confronting all odds of her own world.
मेरी लाइफ का सबसे बड़ा सपना पूरा हुआ और मैं टॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पे हूँ और बहुत खुश हूँ।
26-year-old Arunima Sinha created history by becoming the first female amputee in the world to scale Mount Everest.
उस समय बस ये मन कर रहा था कि इतनी जोर से चिल्लाऊं, सबको बता दूं कि आज मैं टॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पे हूँ। उन लोगों को बता दूं जिन लोगों ने मेरा मजाक उड़ाया था कि तुम तो विकलांग हो गई हो, तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकती हो।
Arunima lost her left leg just 2 years ago when she was thrown out of a moving train.
जब उन्होंने गले पे मेरे हाथ डाला, ऐसे करके छीनने की कोशिश की, तो मैंने भी उसका कॉलर पे, तो उसके दो साथी किनारे किनारे थे और एक फ्रंट पे जो था उसने जोर से पैर से मुझे मारा और दोनों ने हाथ को पकड़ा और ऐसे करके बाहर फेंक दिया। चलती ट्रेन से हम बाहर की तरफ गिर गए और उसी समय दूसरी टैक्सी ट्रेन आ गई। हमारा जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट, छोटा सा डिस्ट्रिक्ट, तो वहाँ पे लाइट हमेशा आती जाती रहती है। तो ऐसे आया दिमाग में कि घर में जब लाइट चली जाएगी और सब लोग दौड़ दौड़ के छत पे चले गए, हम आराम से कैसे आ पाएंगे या फिर हम वहीं पड़े रहेंगे। सोचे कि क्या होगा, खेलने की तो छोड़ ही दीजिए, कभी हम फील्ड तक पहुंच भी नहीं पाएंगे, ये लगा था।
But this gritty sportswoman wasn't going to let the unfortunate accident undo her winning spirit. While still in the hospital, this former national level volleyball and football player decided to return to the sports ground and train in one of the toughest sports.
विकलांगता हमेशा दिमाग से होता है। अगर मैंने ये सोच लिया होता कि अभी मैं विकलांग हो गई, जैसे लोगों का कहना था कि अभी तुम विकलांग हो गई, कुछ नहीं कर सकती हो, और तो शायद अगर मैंने भी ये चीज़ सोच लिया होता तो शायद अपने घर के एक कमरे तक, एक बेड तक मैं सीमित रहती या फिर बैसाखी या व्हील चेयर पे होती। लेकिन मैंने अपने दिमाग से निकाल दिया, ये चीज़ निकाल दिया था कि विकलांग होने के बाद भी मैं नहीं हूँ, फिर भी मैं वो सारी चीज़ें कर सकती हूँ जो एक आम आदमी, जो एक नॉर्मल आदमी करता है।
आगे एक सेकंड में क्या हो सकता है, जीवन भी हो सकता है और मौत भी हो सकता है, लेकिन अरुणिमा के जज्बे ने ये स्वीकार किया कि दुनिया का सबसे टफ गेम हमें करना है।
Aiming to reach the highest point on earth, Arunima underwent a full year of meticulous training at an adventure foundation headed by none other than Bachendri Pal.
मेरा आर्टिफिशियल लिम्ब देखा और मेरा राइट लेग देखा, तो उन्होंने जब देखा कि स्टिचेस लगी हुई थी, तो उन्होंने देखा कि, तो बोला उन्होंने कि अरुणिमा, ऐसी हालात में एवरेस्ट जैसे दुरूह पहाड़ के बारे में तुमने सोचा, तो अपने अंदर तो एवरेस्ट फतह कर लिया है, अब तो सिर्फ लोगों के लिए है। लेकिन फिर भी उन्होंने एक बात और बोली कि तुम्हारे सोच लेने से कुछ नहीं होगा, तुम्हें ये प्रूव करना पड़ेगा कि तुम कर सकती हो।
It's been 2 years since the ill-fated train incident altered Arunima's life. She turned that misfortune into her strength and came out of it stronger and wiser.
स्टार्टिंग दौर में मुझे काफ़ी रेल की पटरी देख के और उसका हॉर्न सुन के काफ़ी डर लगता था, लेकिन फिर भी लेकिन उसके बाद भी मैं आज अपना आराम से टिकट लेती हूँ और आराम से अपने डिब्बे को ढूंढती हूँ और उसके फिर अंदर सीट को पूरा ढूंढती हूँ, ढूंढ के फिर से मैं जाके आराम से बैठती हूँ। लेकिन एक अगर डर की बात कहें तो आज भी उसका हॉर्न सुन के मुझे डर लगता है और लेकिन एक डर की वजह से पूरी लाइफ तो रुक नहीं सकती है, उसके बाद भी मुझे चलना तो होगा ही।
A devout person, Arunima doesn't miss her evening prayers and engages in all regular household chores. But her dream is etched far away from the confines of walls. It lies in open playgrounds where she hopes to empower others like her.
सही मायने में मेरा एवरेस्ट समिट उस दिन पूरा होगा जब मैं अपने जैसे लोगों के लिए भी कुछ कर पाऊं, उनका जो एक लक्ष्य, उनको एक रास्ता दिखा पाऊं, उनके लिए एक प्लेटफॉर्म तैयार करने के लिए मैंने एक इंटरनेशनल स्पोर्ट एकेडमी बनाने का प्लान किया है, और जिसमें गरीब बच्चों को फ्री ऑफ कास्ट रहना, खाना, पढ़ना भी साथ में।
With a prosthetic left leg and an iron rod in the right, Arunima Sinha marches ahead in the voyage that is life, ready to scale new heights.
कौन कहता है कि मुझे चलना नहीं आता? अरे दोस्तों, जरा ध्यान से देखो, मैंने तो इन पैरों से पूरी दुनिया नाप दी।
65-year-old Rajambal lives in a bamboo hut and clears mud and silt from a river canal near Murukiri village to earn a living. Earlier, she had to depend on the village panchayat to get her daily wage. But now, like city folks, she swipes in her card, enters her PIN on the ATM and simply collects her money.
மிஷின் வந்ததுனால இப்போ இங்கே எடுக்கிறோம் 1 கிலோமீட்டரில். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி வெறும் தேசம் போய் எங்களால் போய் எடுக்க முடியாது. மிஷின் வந்ததுனால நாங்கள் இங்கே எடுத்துக்கிறோம்.
This machine has empowered many like her in the villages of Tamil Nadu. And it's the vision of this duo, Lakshmi Narayan Kannan and Vijay Babu, that have made lives convenient for the rural poor.
Such self-service terminals like these ATMs creates an impact in terms of making banking services available to the rural people who otherwise would not come under the fold of banking. For a rural customer, the impact of having access to money when they want creates a sense of confidence in them, which is a huge positive impact in their neighborhood for them.
Today, I think 70% of the people in the NREGS are covered through banking. They all have bank accounts, and it gives us tremendous satisfaction that we were probably the pioneers of it in some way.
Until now, ATMs belonged to the cities. For banks, it was an unviable option to set them up in remote rural areas. But the solar-powered ATM invented by them changed that.
The cost of an ATM is very high, which means that if a bank rolls out an ATM in a rural area, they feel that it's not viable because the number of transactions happening in such rural areas are few, and hence to invest so much money in an ATM is not viable for a bank. These were the sort of the details that we collected, which we ended up incorporating into our ATM.
Vortex ATMs have various advantages. It runs on solar power, have an inbuilt uninterrupted power supply, need no air conditioners, prints receipts in regional languages, is designed to work in extreme temperatures and can operate through biometric authentication. What's more, they are more energy efficient. A conventional ATM with air conditioners requires about 1500 watts of power, whereas this solar-driven ATM would consume less than 70 watts, resulting in extremely low running costs.
We were trying to do the mechanism very differently in a manner that would be very energy efficient. There was this challenge that ours is not just a standalone product, but something that plugs into a whole back end. of the bank, which is already existing with its own diversity and evolution of technology, and we have to ensure that whatever we are providing is compatible with that entire ecosystem at the back end.
The cash dispenser module in this eco-teller machine, which it has patented, is the revelation. In a conventional ATM, the cassette where the money is stored is kept horizontally. But in the solar-powered ATM, it is kept vertically, which makes the notes travel lesser distance to the cash presenter without using the conveyor belt, hence reducing the power cost by 1/10 and the design cost by 1/4.
We did two things very differently. The mechanism of picking notes, which is inside the currency cassette here. There's a very simple mechanism over here, which picks the notes very reliably using less energy and can handle different qualities of notes, used notes, old notes, crumpled notes, folded notes, all these kind of things. And another thing that we have done is a cartridge which is movable. It can go from one currency cassette to the other cassette and pick different denominations in sequence.
They clinched the deal with State Bank of India in 2008, and since then there has been no looking back for this duo. Having installed 350 solar-powered ATMs in 14 states till date, they aim to take this number close to 1,000 by next year, trying to reach out to as many villages across the country.
We are trying to go beyond just the ATM, but into other self-service terminals for the banking industry. Our vision and the belief continues to be the same, helping banks reach out to more and more people all over India. So ATM is the start, cash dispensing. We are looking at cash acceptors, which we believe would again make a big difference.
With a strong foundation built on years of research and development and a steady focus on rural and Indian subcontinent needs, Kannan and Vijay are now changing the face of banking with their range of rugged and reliable ATMs. As a child, Anita would often try her hand at sewing. She was made to believe her handicap would draw ridicule from people. She had given up the will to live. But today, at 23, Anita has a positive take on life. She wants to fly.
असेंबली से जुड़ के मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि शायद मैं अपने पैरों पे खड़ी हो गई हूँ. मुझे किसी का सहारा नहीं चाहिए, बल्कि मैं खुद किसी का सहारा बन सकती हूँ. गोविंद भैया बहुत अच्छे इंसान हैं. उन्होंने ज़रूरी है कि ट्रस्ट खोला ज़रूर है, लेकिन फ़ायदा हम जैसे लोगों को हो रहा है.
Govind Singh Rathore has made it his mission to provide distressed women like Anita Gharu a sense of belonging to the community, while empowering them with education and vocational training.
I had asked a maid of ours who was working with us, if you could bring both of your daughters, that I could teach them something. So next morning the maid had come with about 15 girls from the same street. I said, only both of your daughters. But the thing is that the other women were interested in making a difference in their lives as well. So in September of 2006, I had planned it and I ran it for a few months with money that my wife and I had put in as an empowerment center, as a drop-in center where these young people could come in, where they could learn a little bit of reading and writing. I mean, we are teaching them sewing, the traditional skills. We want to bring out the artist from these women.
Sambhali Trust was born out of Govind's personal adversity. Today, it empowers the young widows and single mothers and ensures that their grievances are not left unheard.
living in Jodhpur, growing up in a patriarchal society, being the elder son of the family, being responsible for good and bad of the family, I saw how my mom was treated while my dad had been alive, and how she was treated after he had passed away, and she's got nothing to do with any of that thing. उनकी कोई गलती नहीं थी.
छोटी उम्र में मेरी जल्दी शादी हो गई. कुछ सालों बाद पति की भी डेथ हो गई. मैं अपने आप में टूट चुकी थी. मैंने सिलाई, बुनाई, कढ़ाई सभी सीखा और 5,000 मिलते हैं अभी, तो उससे मैं अपने बच्चे के खाने पीने से, कपड़ा और पढ़ाई का भी कर सकती हूँ.
He set up the Sambhali boutique to showcase the talent of these women. Clothes, accessories and other such handcrafted items have found a market in India and abroad.
जब माल बनने लग गया तब हम लोगों ने वो एक रेडी लेके और शहर के घंटाघर में बेचना शुरू कर दिया और हर रोज सेंटर की 2-2 महिलाएं अपनी ड्यूटी उस रेडी पे लगाती थी और हम लोग वो माल जो है देशी और विदेशी पर्यटकों को बेचते थे, जिससे कि ट्रस्ट के अंदर आमदनी शुरू हो गई, महिलाओं को थोड़ा पैसा मिलना शुरू हो गया. जब देखा ये कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत अच्छा चलने लग गया तो हमने उसको हटा के और एक दुकान किराए पे लेके और वो सामान जो है सेल करना शुरू कर दिया.
Okay, and the nose.
From involving the volunteers who come from all over the world to coach the women and children in English,
लाठी ये चलेगी ऐसे, ऐसे.
to boosting their confidence by holding regular self-defense classes called the Lathi Defense.
लाठी सीधी करो.
Sambhali aims for an overall development of its women.
Taking law in hand is not good idea, but I think to protect yourself is your right. So just to knowing a little bit more about how to protect yourself, how to defend yourself is something which could be learned by everyone, and this is what is happening right behind me here, where women are learning how to defend themselves.
And in this remote village of Setrava, Sambhali Trust has started a microfinance program, the Sherni Self-Help Group. Allowing the women villagers of this male-dominated society to step out of their houses and become economically independent.
हमारे 10-12 ग्रुप है, जिसमें से विधवा औरतें भी है, सब अपना अपना रोजगार निभा रही है और सब अच्छी तरह से. हमारे को असेंबली से हमारे को फायदा मिला और हमारे को आने जाने का मौका मिलता है और हम बाहर निकलते हैं, नहीं तो हमारे गांव में बाहर नहीं निकलते, पर्दा निकालते हैं.
Very proud of these women because this is the first generation who's come out of the house, who have made this decision of forming groups, trusting one another, creating a network of women who are fighting for each other, who are fighting for each other's right. It did not happen in one day. It took us 7 years. Now we can confirm that we have such amount of women who trust us, have faith in our work, and they know they can call Bhaiya anytime, they can call me anytime, and that I'll be there for them.
Govind Singh Rathor's vision and commitment towards women empowerment is creating a revolutionary change in the lives of over 800 women in and around Rajasthan. Truly living up to its name, Sambhali, which stands for Rising of the Deprived Women.